Hey there everybody, redxparasite here, and welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime. In the last episode we defeated Flagra and got the Various suit, which will allow us to explore the Magmoor Caverns. As you can tell, there's lava. It's pretty hot. So if you try to come down here without the Various suit on, it will sap your health, and pretty quickly too. But before I talk about that more, I'll talk about the Grisby, a subvolcanic carrion feeder. Carapace can be breached by missiles. The Grisby's carapace has been fused together by superheated air. This barrier stands up to everything but concussive blasts. Its intelligence is limited to instinctive scavenging patterns. But I have actually seen people who will, or who have done this area of the game without the barrier suit. And needless to say, it's not the easiest thing to do, and I would not recommend it. This is a burrower, a tunneling insect predator. The burrower is similar to the beetle, although it prefers to spend more time underground. It seeks seismic disturbances, then surfaces to attack. It has enough cunning to realize when something is too large for it to handle. Beyond that, it is fairly ignorant. What it lacks in brains, it makes up for with aggression. Aha! I got it. I don't think we can scan these. Oh, wait, no, we can scan that one. Or that could be missile ammo, and we can't actually scan it. Those things blow fire. Don't touch the fire. It's bad. But here we have Magmoor Caverns proper. Getting introduced by a cutscene, as every new area does. Those of you who have played Super Metroid or watched the Super Metroid IP that I just did very recently, it was right before this actually, you will recognize this music as being the music from Lower Norfair. But this is the Magmoor Caverns, totally different place. I do like this remix though, it fits in very well with the area, but here we have the titular monsters of the area, the Magmoors, fire-breathing serpent that dwells in lava. Magmoors prefer extreme heat zones and are susceptible to frigid attack forms. Sightless, they navigate the lava currents using their sonar receptors. Magmoors have a keen sense of smell, enabling them to pinpoint targets with startling accuracy. So, they will try to blow fire at you. They take 3 charge shots / missiles to defeat. We have some more new enemies here. Puffers. Unstable gas-filled organism will rupture on contact. Puffers fill their bodies with lethal metavibrium gas and float about in search of food. If ruptured, the gas within the puffer is violently released. Despite their fragile bodies, puffers are aggressive hunters. The gas cloud they release upon death is often fatal to the creature that brings them down as well. And I'm sorry, I just bumped my mic completely unintentionally. It didn't even have anything to do with motion controls either. I just hit it. So if you shoot them, the gas cloud will disperse after a little while. So it's best to just kind of snipe them out in the area beforehand. Also, that Magmoor comes up like when you reach this platform, but it actually can't reach you with its fire from there. So you can actually kill it pretty safely from a distance. Got a grapple hook there, but we can't do anything about it for now. Let's get a few things, make our way through this tunnel to the other side of the room, which has more of the same stuff. Oh, there's one more. Oh, wow, that did 30 damage. Wow. And more grapple hooks. Those will let you get through the area faster when you actually have the grapple beam, which won't be for quite a while. New enemies we have here are Triclops. I kind of skipped some of that text quickly, but the Triclops is a hunter-gatherer. It collects small creatures and bits of food stuff, then deposits them elsewhere for later consumption. The hard tripartite mandibles it uses to move earth and rock are quite strong and difficult to escape once ensnared. So we're going to have to go through this area. You can lay morph ball bombs and they'll suck them into their mouths and that'll kill them. If they suck you into their mouth, however, they will carry you and spit you back out at the entrance. And it takes quite some time. It's not really all that harmful, it just is inconvenient. So, this is actually a really cool room. I like this room. It's pretty big. I'm just going to clear out all these puffers here. This one actually dropped an ultra energy. Not that we really need that much energy, but... nope, there's some more puffers around here as well. We are looking for the entrance. There's a maze under the floor here that you can see some of the Triclops roaming around in. I believe the entrance is, yep, it's right around here. So just drop down into this area. And here's the tunnel. See if I can actually make it through this without, you know, running into one of their jaws. Okay, that's one down. I think we want to head in this direction. Oh, yep. See, look, that was actually like the fastest way to get in order to get to this tunnel. This is the tunnel that we were looking for. Takes us to this area of the room. So this is the door that we were aiming for in the Triclops pit. There's a box around here as well. Get the health back. But the reason we're coming out all this way and going to all this trouble, there's missile expansion right here. This is a cool little alcove here, where you have these grates above the lava. I mean, this room didn't have to be anything all that complicated. It just has an expansion in it, but you know, they kind of made it a little memorable place. It's not just some, you know, random room with no effort put into it. So I really like that. Oh hey, we've already cleared out the ones in this area, so we should be able to just roll back. There's nothing else to do in this maze. It's just getting to that door. So we should be able to jump back out of there. And then we'll head over this way and keep going forward. There will be more to do in this room later. Oh, I think I missed one. Yep. Just hopping on all these platforms. That's another ultra energy. They're being really generous with the health drops. You know, when I don't need them. So when I actually, you know, will need them later on, the game will be like, yeah, no, I'm not going to give you anything. I may give you a 10, you know, if you're lucky. But we're finally here at the monitor station, so this is a pretty big area. And now you're going to see me taking out the turrets with missiles, just because missiles are a lot more effective at taking them out than trying to hit them with charge shots. At least if you have the lock-on free aim on like I do. There's actually a really fun way to make it through this room really quickly if you're playing the GameCube version and have the space jump, but can't show it off here. Alright, so there should be some stuff to scan in here. Report any signs of magma predator activity to Security Central at once. So it looks like this is a space pirate operation. Local crystal formations now possess local or low phazon residue. They do have high value to the monks of Grondheim, however, recommend processing of crystal for that market once the phazon operations cease. So, space pirates are talking about some sort of material called phazon. Geothermal power is routing to this station is complete. Unstable magma flow is a concern. Remove tower from geothermal grid. It fluctuates and exceeds safety levels. I can speak the English language very well. So that's all there is to scan. There aren't any critically important scans like lore or anything yet. Need to wait for this to disperse. The gas that the puffers release is actually quite damaging to you if you stand around in it. So, remember the jump ball, double bomb jump that I was talking about? That's useful. I'm good enough at doing the regular bomb jump that I'll just do that most of the time. This is technically faster, but as you can see, I'm having much more trouble with it, apparently. But there's an energy tank up here. You definitely want to grab it. It's, you know, right on your way to another new area. I'd be lying if I said I didn't like all the areas in this game, because they're all great, but the area that we're about to head to is a really cool area. And I'm not just saying that because it's a pun. I'm saying that partly because it's a pun. Welcome to Phendrana Drifts. As you can probably tell, the theme is ice. But it's just a really beautiful region, and you'll see that once we walk into the next room. So, as someone who is a fan of like cold weather and skiing, this area really resonates with me. I like spending time in this area. The music is great. I mean, all of the music is great, don't get me wrong. But here we have flicker bats, scavenger with optical camouflaging that renders it invisible to the naked eye. Flicker bats are deceptive creatures. The only way to track them reliably is with X-ray imaging. They fly ceaselessly, hunting insects and other small prey that float on the air currents. Flicker bats tend to fly in cyclical hunting patterns using primitive sonar to navigate. Here we have a grate that has become brittle, which we should be able to break once I can actually aim. But before we go in and see what's inside, we have a new creature here. Let's see, I can rescan you. Haha! Crystallite, territorial cold weather scavenger. The shell of a crystallite reflects beam weapons. They can only be cracked by a concussive blast, aka missile. They hang upside down in an ice cave during their larval stage. Moisture runs off of its body, which forms the hard ice shell, which the crystallite retains for the rest of its life. That's kind of a cool little thing. We're gonna kill it mercilessly. And scan this panel, which unlocks the door directly above, which is something that we need to do to progress. We should be able to jump out of here on one of these sides, please. No? Okay, let's try getting a little boost from this. Okay, this should be possible. I'm not crazy. There we go. Man, I can't wait to have the space jump. But here we have a missile expansion hidden behind some glass. And a save point. So this appears to be more pirate logs. All ballistic support personnel to Research Lab Hydra. Hail Hydra! Western Temple is in Phase 2 lockdown. Oops, there's more to that. All projects are postponed. And new personnel must report to the South Research Facility. Ooh, 30% ration cut. That's fun. So we will save here. Get our ammo, or not our ammo, but our energy fully replenished. And now we're going to head for that door that we unlocked, which is up there. So in order to get to that door, we need to take a different route. Now, once you have the space jump, you can actually space jump up to that door really easily, but of course we don't have it yet. How inconvenient. But inside here is a new type of bamboo, the scatter bamboo. Pulsing tendrils of energy extend from the creature's body. Like all bamboos, these creatures can only be harmed by electrical energy. Proximity to these life forms may result in electrical visor interference. It is possible to avoid scatter bamboos by rolling around in the morph ball and slipping between their rotating energy beams. So, see if we get close, it makes our visor all staticky. You can just kind of roll through, and that is how you get past them. We do not yet have the weapon that we need to take them out. However, and here we have a new creature, the baby she-goth. A glacial predator, ice shell protects its vulnerable dorsal area. Young she-goths grow a resilient shell of ice on their backs, which serves to protect a layer of vulnerable flesh. With this being their only weak point, baby she-goths will turn quickly in order to not allow predators the opportunity to strike at their backs. Powerful hunters, they fire bursts of ultra-cold gas at potential prey, then feast on their frozen victim. So these guys will activate or wake up once you get close enough to them. So you just have to target their backsides. Once you break the shell open, it only takes a shot. That's what happens when you get hit by their breath. It will freeze you. This guy's actually being really smart and backing himself into a corner. So they take a little bit, of effort to crack their shells, but once you do that, they go down pretty easily. So, exploring this room a little bit more. Our destination is right there, but we can't get to it just yet. We have to go around a little bit. There are actually 2 expansions in this room. We can't get either of them. So we don't have either of the things we need to get them, but one of them is up there. Oh, hey, that got both of them. Neat. And the other one's actually, like, right down in there. Okay, in this room we have another new scan. The Ice Burrower. Burrower adapted to sub-freezing climates. A hardy life form, the Ice Burrower has adapted to the frigid climate of Phendrana. Spends most of its time tunneling through the frozen soil, but will occasionally surface to attack passerbys. So, same strategy as the other ones. You just kind of shoot them when they surface. Let's see, is there anything else to scan in here? I don't think so. I think the Ice Burrower was really the only thing. There are actually a lot of them in here. And we'll take out the last of them. Not the last of us, the last of them. These kind of interesting colorations on the floor, but you can't scan them, they don't do anything. But that entire loop just, got us from one area to the room, one area of the room to an area higher in the room. That is what I meant to say. More pulse bamboos. We'll just walk right past them, because we can't do anything to kill them just yet. We're actually just going to straight up ignore these she-goths, because we can roll right past them. Got another scatter bamboo, and there's going to be another one at the end of the tunnel as well. They like to do that in these kind of connecting areas. So this area is called Phendrana Canyon, and one of my favorite visual areas in the game by itself. It just looks really nice. Just love the way this entire game looks. I feel like, maybe 25% of this LP is me gushing about how good everything looks. Then, maybe about 5% talking about the music, 20% talking about, oh, well, this is what you do in a speed run. And then, I don't know what the other 50% would be, but there you go. So, we have a power-up here. It's the Boost Ball. So all those half-pipes we've been seeing? Now we can actually do something with them. Boost Ball acquired. When in Morph Ball mode, press and hold B to charge. Release it to build up momentum. And gee, I wonder where we need to go. I wonder if there actually is a way to get out of here without the Boost Ball. It might require some tricks like scan dashing and space jumping. In the GameCube version, you can actually double jump. Yeah, if you have the space jump at this point, you can space jump from that ledge to that ledge. It's pretty tricky to do, but since we don't have it, we're just gonna have to do it the normal way. And completely fail because we couldn't move in the air afterwards. There we go. I unmorphed a little bit too early, and that's why that happened. So, there you go. Now we have the boost ball. And moving around is going to get a lot quicker for us because you can just see from that one room right there. Now, in order to get the boost ball to work, you don't actually have to charge it up fully most of the time. You can actually... There's a specific timing to it, and this is one of those things that you just kind of learn through muscle memory. But you can just kind of get the timing down and start boosting around everywhere really quickly. Oh, hi there, Meta Ridley. So, a funny thing about that cutscene, which you just saw me demonstrate, actually, if you roll off the ledge, the game will auto-spawn you on this ledge, like right here, regardless of where you actually end up. So, I always have fun just rolling off the ledge because I know that it will just put me back up there. But we're actually in a good place to end off this episode. So, thank you very much for watching this episode of Metroid Prime. I've been redxparasite, signing out.